How do you feel?
Very relaxed.
Very
And this is what we are actually. In true sense, we are always relaxed. It's just that the external takes most of our attention, and then we lose this grip of this inner peace that we all hold. So these practices try to make us realize that we can do it in spite of the chaos in the external. So that is the whole idea behind the philosophy from India, the Vedanta or the yoga. It's all about withdrawing from the external and going into a center within and exploring and see, does these people thousands of years make any sense when they say that we are that powerful soul, not this limited consciousness? So these experiences give some little kind of a taste and glimpse so that we can experience ourselves and experiment and research and practice and try to grow to that level of consciousness. Of course, there are different people formulated different methods. It's just like a peak is approached from different sides by different people. Similarly, many great saints, sages, meditators, they approached through different paths. But all the paths is common to one thing, is the awareness, that how aware we are. And the practice we did is actually called Yoga Nidra, but we did a short form. And so the person who designed the practice, he puts it in a very tongue-twisting statement. He says, this practice helps you know how aware that your awareness is. So when we learn to become more and more aware, then we are able to observe our own mind, our own thoughts, our own emotions. And only then we can sort of manage. Otherwise we are always within the fold of the mind, and the mind takes over. Something goes wrong, we feel bad. Something becomes right, we become happy. So we are always dwindling. So these practices kind of helps you become grounded and start learning to how to observe. So my teacher, my guru, Swami Yatidharmananda in Rishikesh, in the Shivanashram, his focus was always on this, that learn to be aware in everything that you do, even if it is a small, random, daily life, starting from brushing the teeth, taking the shower. Be aware the time, be there. So, and of course, the practice of meditation in the beginning becomes very difficult because our mind is, the moment you close your eyes, the mind starts bringing so many thoughts. So when I started on my journey to meditate, same thing, it was very difficult. And after trying for 3 months, I went up to my teacher, I said, meditation is not my cup of tea. My mind is driving me crazy during meditation. Developing software is much easier. That time I was learning to develop software. So he laughed. And he said something very interesting. And it's very essential for all of us to kind of focus on that we complain when we close our eyes, we try to meditate or we try to focus, and when it doesn't happen, it's not possible. So very interesting question comes that, why are we complaining about the mind? Do we know the nature of the mind? So my guru said, did you ever complain why sugar is so sweet and why fire is so hot? So no, we never complain because we know that the property of the fire is to give heat and the property of sugar is to be sweet. So similarly, the property of the mind is to go external. So instead of worrying about the mind going external, we need to understand that this is the nature of the mind and I am going to go beyond it. So this approach is needed, and to be able to have this approach, we need to become aware. Because if you are not aware, then sometimes you are in yoga class situation, in Savasana, the instructions are coming, but you are somewhere else. Mind is thinking about something else. So that is where we need to understand, oh, I was supposed to be following the instructions of this person. Why my mind is going somewhere else? What is happening here? So when we start becoming aware, then our awareness becomes more and more subtle and more aware, and it catches the mind at the time and brings it back. Then we go into meditation. So, and of course, in the yoga class it becomes easier, but then when you go back, you can also continue to practice. In whatever you are doing, if you try to be aware, it becomes yoga. That's what my teacher said. Why yoga has to be only confined to the yoga sessions, but how do we bring it to our daily life? And this is the way that when you are doing anything that we do with full attention, then that's a kind of a training of our awareness. So this is very essential for us to become more and more aware, and then we have a hold over our life. So I request that you continue to practice. There are so many. Today it's easy because information is very easily available, and you have good teachers to learn from. So more and more such practice will make your experiences even just the simple yoga postures can become very deep experience if you do it with full awareness, with bringing the awareness, the breath and the posture and the focus point. So my guru used to say that the asana pose can become asana plus pranayama plus meditation and everything. And one example of the tree pose, like when we stand on one tree. So he said, while you're standing in the tree pose, focus on the breathing, and then you're trying, it's a balancing pose, so you understand the characteristics of the balancing. And then also try to be one with the characteristics of the tree, then it becomes a meditation. So the characteristics of the tree is giving unconditionally. The tree is always giving, the shade, the fruit. It's not saying no to the guy who's coming with a big sword to chop it off. So it's you can take it to the next level. So that's how they did. I mean, the posture is just not a posture. Yes, it's also taking care of the body from the fitness point of view, but it can also go to the mind and the soul if you want to. So good. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle, for organizing this. Any questions? We have time? 5 minutes?
Yeah, we have 3 minutes.
Okay. If there is any questions. Try to wind up in 3 minutes.
Can you share all the secrets of the universe with us in 2 minutes?
Breathe. Breathe. Each time you inhale, know that you are inhaling. Each time you exhale, know that you are exhaling. The best.
Keep it simple.
And I like it. It's there outside. Inhale, exhale.
Yes.
But then with awareness. My teacher said that the most vexing problem of human civilization, and its solution is very simple. We are looking for complex solutions. So the secret of the universe is to find the simple solutions, and it's all about just one practice. Be aware of each breath, and you'll become the most aware person. So no emotions can catch you, no distraction can catch you. You can be the director of your own mind and all the associate aspects of the mind. I think, in short, that is the best I have come across. So when I was being given the practice of breathing, my teacher asked me, so do you know anything about how long can you hold your breath? I said, maybe 45 seconds. That's all you know about your breath? I said, yes. So you know nothing about your breath, without which you cannot live more than a minute. So let us know about our breath. And just by doing this practice, we know a lot.